the greatly esteemed Minneapolis City Council has announced with a 13-0, a goose egg vote to fund the George Floyd Autonomous Zone, comprised of Antifa, where someone was recently shot and killed. They have decided to fund them with that vote $500,000 of taxpayer funds to do with as they choose, to create a special memorial or a place, a safe space for Antifa. This wokeness, this giving away of taxpayer money to belligerent imbeciles who have nothing but destruction on their mind, where they won't even let in police when somebody was peacefully, granted it was peacefully shot and perished, not as a result of having a bullet, a slug in him, but merely because maybe he said something hateful, maybe against Antifa. Whatever the reason might be, it's certainly not their fault. No, 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 no. We as the city council that had voted previously to defund the police, something that backfired, that sent crime rates soaring, and now they are working overtime to get police back and are actually going to be spending more money on police. This brilliant city council now votes 13-0 to fund the George Floyd Autonomous Zone, giving Antifa money, giving them street cred. This could not possibly backfire. This is paying off a ransom. It's only going to encourage more of it. The proper thing to do, no, you're breaking the law. You either get out of here or we are going to send in the police. But they have to appear so woke to stand up for George Floyd, to send a message to the jurors in the George Floyd case. Hey, 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 don't worry how you vote. But just so you know, we're funding the George Floyd Autonomous Zone. We are funding Antifa and giving them a nod of approval for their actions. Yeah, definitely, it's going to lead to a fair trial because the jurors are going to feel emboldened to vote along with the evidence, whatever that might be. Of course they're not. They're going to vote to protect themselves because we are entering a moment of mob rule, of mob justice. Literally, the mob is threatening the justice system to acquiesce to their demands and wishes. If you don't find George Floyd's murderer, whether or not he was, let the evidence show and demonstrate what actually took place. If you don't find him guilty, then we're going to burn down the city. And we have the tacit approval of the city council that actually funded our bail, as Kamala Harris did, as the Biden campaign did with the original George Floyd riots. They funded the release and the bail of these belligerent people that were tearing down the city. Just take a look at the city block post the riots, burning down police stations, trying to blow them up. And where does this lead is the question. It's not one action, it's a series of actions that is emboldening these far left individuals that continually tread. It's like giving Hitler the Czech Republic. Oh, go ahead, Adolf. Go ahead. Just take over this. Just leave us alone. No, you do not deal with bullies this way. No, you do not deal with an incursion in such a manner and not expect them to follow suit and demand more, because this is a ransom. This is a holdup. They are gathering public funds. Hey, Minnesotans, Minneapolis, people in Minneapolis, do you really want your funds to go and pay for a George Floyd Autonomous Zone run by Antifa, where police aren't let in? $500,000 of your taxpayer money? Are you going to sit idly by and say nothing? I encourage you to stand up and to vote these people out and even impeach them for violation and dereliction of duty. This is patently absurd, and you are going to see the negative results that we're already seeing. It's not the start of the avalanche. The avalanche has been picking up speed and going downhill, and has stated that it wants to engulf and destroy all of civilization, all of our institutions. And this is yet another example put to it. So don't wake up and stand up and say 9 to Adolf. These are the fascists that are coming for you, that demand acquiescence to everything that they believe, lest you incur their violent wrath, which they are already threatening to the jurors. As I said, we are experiencing a moment of mob justice. Is this what we want as America? We are destroying, we are imploding ourselves from the inside by allowing this to continue to occur. The time is now to stand up before it's too late. Y'all stand up. Y'all share this video to let people know what's going on. $500,000 to fund the Antifa George Floyd Autonomous Zone where somebody was recently murdered and the cops weren't allowed in. Does this seem like a good use of public funds to you? Or does this seem like prostrating yourself before the angry mob of fascists? Not anti-fascists. These are the fascists. Send in the police, take out the George Floyd Autonomous Zone, and vote out Minnesota City Council and all those like them. This is the destruction of America, the destruction of blind justice, equal application of the law. This is going to end in disaster, and it already is ending in disaster. If I had told you a month ago or 2 years ago that we would be giving a bunch of hooligans who try to burn down buildings $500,000 for their own autonomous zone where police weren't allowed, you'd have called me crazy. What's going to happen 2 years from now if we continue to allow this to happen? Meanwhile, Joe Biden, with his COVID bill, as I predicted, is bailing out all these states and cities that managed the COVID situation horribly, that allowed the destruction of their city and the small businesses that supported it. If y'all are in Portland, if y'all are in Minneapolis, get out. Don't even wait. Just get out, because these people are evil. Either get out or stand and fight. So share this video just to let people know what's up. And stand up and thumb up the video to ensure that it might spread on YouTube. YouTube is not very friendly to independent content creators such as myself. Peace and blessings. Have a fantastic day despite everything that's going on. Be appreciative of this moment now.